Shall I try that again with the microphone on? Good evening, folks, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Always feels like it's going to be a good evening when I hear this music. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. It makes me happy too, Shelley. Makes me happy too. Good to have you along. Good evening, Cham. Welcome. Oh, that's it. Let's pull up a pew round the campfire, shall we? Lovely jubbly. Why are we battered and bruised and knackered? It's because we haven't rested yet, that's why. I thought I'd rested already. What's going on here? What's going on here? Why have we not rested yet? I don't understand it. Right. Okay. Well, I seem to have done some stuff, so that's the main thing. Right. Anyway, yes. In the last session, which was recorded, of course, we defeated the Stag Lord. I mean, I just like to think. Then, what did we do? Well, yeah, we just defeated the Stag Lord. You know, nothing major. Nothing major to worry about. We defeated the Stag Lord, we were victorious, and with the Owlbear on our side, things went much more smoothly. Absolutely smooth as silk. Until then we defeated the Stag Lord, and then the aftermath, we almost died in his keep unto some bandits outside. I mean, for God's sake. Hence, look at the state of us. We're a bit dishevelled. Did some stuff, got some things, went back home. Exactly. Simple, really, isn't it? Just another day in the life of Elquist. Nothing remarkable. Are you kidding me? Lindsay has been tasked with staying up all night until her journal reflects what happened with the greatest of accuracy. No cutting corners. Make sure you capture every minute detail, Lindsay, of our epic victory and the drama. Yes, so off camera between the end of the last session and this one, I have just done a little smidgen. I have cleared my inventory. I've kept all my books, which I do plan to read in recorded sessions as we move through. Yeah, got my food, got my potions, got my scrolls, got my wands and here, got my quest items here, all nice and neat. You know what I mean? For those of us that don't like a cluttered inventory, this is beauty, a beautiful sight. This auto sort nonsense. Nah. So what have we done with the loot then? There was quite a lot of loot. But look at that. I mean, yeah, we had to. I think Elquist has donned the helmet of the fallen here, using it to strike fear into the enemies. It's going to be on and off, an on and off kind of job. So in the heart of combat it will be on, but when speaking with nobility and speaking with, you know, people of great importance, it shall be removed, because we don't want to give people the wrong impression now, do we? We don't have to give people the wrong impression. So yeah, when we expect to be in diplomatic mode, helmet off. Fight mode, helmet on. Cloak, I think everything else was fine. Boots of elven kind. +5 competence on mobility checks. Quite handy, actually. Quite handy. So that's Elquist sorted. Don Fear, I don't think he got anything out of the spoils, to be fair to him. Lindsay, did she get anything out of the spoils? Yeah, she got the Woodland Aegis. Light studded armour with a +2 enhancement. So she's come off this little shindig quite well. And that's about it, really. So she's got something out of the spoils. Harrim has got absolutely nothing. And actually, we're anticipating Tristian joining the battle today. The time limit was really generous. Yeah, it was generous. It was obsessively long compared to what, you know, we could have toured the map 15 times. So if Tristian does come into the party, then I'm kind of thinking we should probably get Harrim out of all this stuff, just in case. So I'm going to do that in preparation, and hope there's no more fights between now and Tristian joining the party. But we don't want Harrim to be taking anything with him, do we, that we might need. Tristian's going to need a crossbow, which we don't have. We'll buy one if necessary, it's fine. And get rid of that, and you can keep that, and get rid of that as well. Harrim, this is what you get for calling Elquist ignorant. You get stripped of everything, you get used for your abilities and your help, and then once we're done with you, we'll kick you to the curb. That's how it is. That's how it is. Life's tough on the road. Am I planning on Lizzie trading into longbows? No, there's no plan to do that. The longbow is in the stash, where it shall remain. Where it shall remain. I mean, I can check out Tristian. Maybe he might be able to use longbows potentially. If he's a what do you call it? An elf. I think they can use longbows. I think. We'll see. So yeah, we'll strip Harrim. Amiri, we are planning on replacing Amiri with the orc fella at some point. Not today though. You know, one new character in the party at a time. I don't want to overload myself with too many things to worry about. So today is Tristian's turn to join. Next session, we'll get our orc friend in. Session after, or maybe even Octavia. And the session after that, we'll bring the other people in. So for now, she's fine. So we'll keep her with what she's got. But so she's got this Cloak of Winter Veil, simply because look at the state of it. It looks like a kind of cloak that she would wear. It's, you know, furry, warming to go with the rest of her attire. Also, the hide armor +2. So she's got that as well. Pretty handy. So she's got a couple of decent things out of the spoils, to be fair to her. And what did Valerie get? She got this necklace, I'd like to think. I'm sure she got something. But yeah. So there you go. Rakunga should probably replace Valerie. Really? Is he that much of a tank? I'll have to see. I quite like Valerie. I didn't really want to replace her, to be honest, but anyway, we'll see. Redcliffe, based on the Three Kingdoms saga. I started watching it again yesterday. I put it back on again. I watched another episode yesterday. I'm back on the Three Kingdoms show watching. Given that we'll be playing it quite soonish. I mean, the Three Kingdoms LP. The Three Kingdoms game. I was watching a playthrough yesterday and thought to myself, oh, Jesus Christ, it looks like there's a lot going on for a total. There's so many different stats and things that were happening. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to learn all this quite sharpish. So the LP ain't going to be coming immediately. Might pencil it in potentially for the 1st of April start date. Give me a bit of time. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to brush up and watch an LP or two to get a little bit of a feel. But the game starts at the very start of where the TV series starts. So I can still play it even if I've not finished the series, because it starts before the point that I'm already up to in the saga, so it shouldn't be a problem, to be fair. So yeah. So there's no reason for me not to start it, other than the fact that I just need to gem up on my Gem upon the game itself, I suppose. Looks like a mobile game. What does? 3 Kingdoms. It looks over bloody whelming, I know that much. Right, okay. So we've got our party decked out. I was debating with our 7,868 coins as to whether we should get some more spells, actually.
All according to plan.
Or scrolls.
How may I serve you?
So let's take a look. Price. Descending order. A scroll of resurrection. 12,000 each. What? Bloody hell. I do like the interface. Ah, okay. Scroll of Raised Dead, a little bit less because you restore with a couple of penalties or something, whereas this is a complete restore without penalties. Hence why it's so expensive. Scroll of Atonement, Scroll of Cure Light Wounds. Communal, Mass. Scroll of Cleanse, this is rather expensive stuff. Scroll of Restoration. Scroll of the Protections. I mean, we can see what scrolls we've actually got here, to be fair. Scroll of Inflict Critical Wounds. Scroll of Death Ward. Did I not buy one of these? I think our cleric might be able to cast this at some point, not too far away. We'll... You pay for a revive, people will be millions. Yeah. City Skylines is free on Epic. I saw that actually, yeah, I got a pop-up about that. And I thought, oh, they've already got it. It did actually make me think, oh, should I reload that and give it a blast? I've not played it for several years now. That'd be good to see how the game's progressed since I first played it. Let's pack some Dispel Magics. Yes, Dispel Magic could be useful. Let's have a look and see if we can get some of that. So some resistances. We've got Scroll of Remove Disease. I think we've got one of them. Yeah, we've got 3 of them, in fact. Scroll of Remove Blindness, Protecting Protection. Scroll of Remove Curse. We've got one of them as well, I think. Have we got a Scroll of Remove Curse? Can we see that? No? Maybe because we got it with a... Okay, get one then, fine. I don't think we've got... Well, I thought we had one of them already. Remove Blindness. Oh, it's because we had potions of it, that's why. Where's Remove Curse? There, we've got 3 potions of the stuff. We don't need bloody... Yeah, we got scroll potions of it. Scroll of Prayer. You bring special favour upon yourself and your allies while bringing disfavour to your enemies. It's like a bless, but it debuffs the enemies as well. I quite like the sound of that, actually. Let's just get a couple of them. It's like a bless with a negative effect on the enemy as well. Quite nice. It's like a bless and bane combined. Scroll of Neutralize Poison. Yep, got some of them. Ha! Scroll of Dispel Magic. Target or point. You can dispel magics to end one area effect from a spell in the selected point. So an area effect. Okay, try one of them. And this is... You can use Dispel Magic to end one ongoing spell that has been cast on a creature. You can make one Dispel check plus your caster level and compare that to the spell with the highest caster level. If successful, that spell ends. If not, compare the result to the spell with the highest. Repeat this process until you have dispelled one spell affecting the target, or you have failed to dispel every... What a complicated flipping spell. What bloody this is. Jesus. One ongoing spell. So one spell effect on your end, on one of your party members, you can cast just Dispel Magic and roll a dice and see what happens, basically. So we'll get at least 2 of them, actually. Delay Poison. Yeah. Communal. Actually, that we haven't got the communal version, have we? We've got Delay Poison, and the communal version isn't that expensive, so why have we not got the communal version? Why not? I ask. Why not? I don't know. Okay, let's nab one of them. Snab one of them. More likely to dispel a buff from an enemy. Dispel magic to end one ongoing spell that has been cast on a creature. So like if they cast a useful buff on themselves. Aha. Aha, yes. Yeah, I seem to recall it was at Baldur's Gate there was Dispel Magic and there was also Remove Magic. Scroll of Cure Serious Wounds. Got 4 of them already. Lesser Restoration Scrolls. We've got potions. 3 of them. I'll get a couple of them. It's not that expensive, is it? Okay. And some more resistances. Remove paralysis. Delay poison. Single cast. Remove sickness. Remove fear. We've got some of them, haven't we? These are quite cheap, but we've got 12 potions and spell-like abilities. 2,000. Just for I mean, you look at this, you think, ooh, are you getting a lot of bang for your buck? You can use this to fight that blue skull thing. What, removing his shield, for example, could, so it could cast magic missile on him, maybe. Still not going to chance it just yet, though. Right, we'll take that. And then we'll quickly go to Mr. Bokken here and see if we can nab something from him, if there's anything that tickles the old taste buds here. Wand of Snowball. 50 charges. Seems quite handy. Conjure a ball of packed ice and snow that you can throw at a single target. It scales, you see, on successful hit. It seems like quite a decent spell to give somebody like Donfear, rather than using his cantrips when he's out of spells. He can use something like this because it does some decent damage. Got these. Okay, got that, yeah. Cure moderate wounds. It's better to use the potions than the scrolls. The potions are cheaper. Look at that, the potions cost half as much. Potion of bark skin and blur. Now we need a couple of these each because these were very useful. I'm only going to pop these in tough fights, but these are great for the tank to help with keeping the AC up and the chance for them to be hit down. If there was a potion of reduces person, I'd buy that too, but there's not, so we'll deal with that as well. Okay, 4,700. Excellent. That seems about reasonable to me. The hell was that noise? Is that a meowing cat or what? What's going on? Right, I'll bring these scrolls down. Quite a few of them actually. A few nice additions. I'll bring that in. Okay. That looks exactly the same, but it's not. Quite confusing. This is the only trouble with sorting your own inventory, unfortunately, but it's a necessary Burden. Oh, these are two separate ones, aren't they? Oh god, I'm getting confused here. There we go. Right. I think we're suitably decked out now, ready for whatever may lay ahead. Perfect. Perfectamundo. Right, let's pop that off. And let's get ourselves to bed, shall we? Chelsea 2 up against Norwich already, and Wolves 1 up against Watford. Now if Leeds by some flipping miracle could conjure up a victory, that would be absolutely flipping fantastic, wouldn't it, if the other results go in our favour. Give us that extra bit of breathing room, but it's not going to happen, so... Right, let's get stripped off, shall we? Oh, right, I'm now ready to rock and roll. Oha! Plan for the stream? I haven't got a clue. I'm playing this blind, so I've got no clue what's going to happen next. We'll see. We shall see. Right, let's go to beddy byes. I'm sure I rested already. I can't remember. I'm sure I did, but obviously not. I wonder if we can speak to Tristian now and say, are you ready? Are you fixed? Are you ready to rock and roll, Tristian? I'm still ill. Still ill, apparently. You don't like watching football on TV? No. I'm not a big football TV watching person. Right. Bewildering injury. Yep. Are we all rested? Are we all recuperated? Are we all ready to rock and roll? Yes. No negative effects on any of us. Which means we are ready to proceed to bump into those two in our morning stupor. Oh, sorry about that, Octavia. He said bangs into her. Or was that on purpose? Elquist, you cheeky monkey. Oh, sorry about that, Octavia. Oh, just bumped into you by accident, 'cause, I just got out of bed and I can't see just yet. You want to be careful there, Elquist. Right then. So we are announcing our plans to head back to Restov to announce our victory. I'm sure Lady Jamandi will be pleased to hear we have beaten the Stag Lord. Oh yes, the fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Restov. Right, where's my... Oh, look at this. Where are we?
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it.
I didn't realise we brought his head back. Was Mary carrying that? Because we were certainly going to put it in a pack, that's for sure.
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler.
Rules now 3-up. What the hell is happening? They can't be playing for that long to be 3-0 down and Norwich 2-0. Bloody hell. The only saving grace this season to Leeds might be the fact that, as bad as they have been, there could well be 3 teams that are far worse. Right.
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor.
Oh.
All the city leaders are here.
Oh.
It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
Oh, is that so? Elquist not necessarily one for brushing shoulders with the bigwigs, to be fair, but hey, if it's a necessary evil, part of being a baron, we'll see how it goes, If it bores him at some point, we might have to make a change, but for now, we'll see what it's like.
Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
As an envoy? Doesn't look like much of a fighter, but mind you, these Aldori sword lords. A young half-orc with impeccable poise performs a textbook perfect bow. Oh, very good. Huh. What game are you playing? Well, do we need to stand on ceremony now as a baron? An envoy? But we would bring up this Tartuccio situation, just to clear the air and clarify. You know, last time we left here, she was still unsure of who the traitor was, so I think we'd certainly bring this up and just make it plain as day exactly who was the traitor.
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
Well, as long as you are more than aware, Lady Jamandi, that was the situation, well, I suppose I should now go and mingle with the guests.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Official part? Not one to turn down a bit of a celebration. Oh, look at their feast on this table. Look at this. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's quite a busy little affair there. There's Jamandi, Castle. There's Iosif. Oh my God! If all the results are going our way at the minute, we just need to capitalise on this opportunity. Natalia Sertova, Natala, Chandra Murphy, Keston, with Meg Van, Lindsay chattering away. Oh, Jaith Hall. What else we got here? Lander. Lots more guests. Harrim, boring them to death, no doubt, with his negative ways. There's our two other party members. Have we got any sign of what's his face up and at him yet? No? Guests. Oh, there's Valerie. There's guests, more guests. Amiri. Amiri's been very well behaved, isn't she? Sat at a table. Ah, look, there he is. He's up and at him. Right. Well, let's just go and mingle. Let's go and mingle and see who we can talk to. Let's talk to these various people. A handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. As Elquist walks past, catches his eye. Oh, somebody's smiling at me here. What's happening? So, you're the famous slayer of the Stag Lord's gang, soon to be a baron? Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Oh, Lander. It's just Lander, no title, Lander? No, of course not. Are you from the Restovic nobility, Lander? Oh, no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting, you could say. I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak with you about. Hello, Ollie. All are welcome. You see, I'm an heir to one of Brevoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. Yes. Why the secrecy? I won't tell you which house. Instantly raising suspicion. I travel the country in secret, without servants, so I can see it for myself. Not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson on you as an emissary of Brevoy. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. I see. I see. Well, yes, of course. Lots of people to speak with and lots of food and drink to be consumed. I'll consider your proposal whilst I engorge myself. Lander, wasn't it? Oh, yes, do so and carefully. Commence the official proceedings? No, I'm mingling. Don't rush me. Let's have a look at this. Drink plenty of expensive wine, stuff yourself with tiny sandwiches on sticks, or you can skip the time wasted on gluttony and make useful connections. Who is this mysterious young man named Lander? We don't like mysterious. I'm not a big fan of mysterious. We like upfront and honest. And straight away when you fail to disclose exactly which family he's with, not a big fan. Oh, look at this suckling pig. Right, let's move on. Mary, Mary.
In due time.
How are you liking all this ceremony? It doesn't seem to be your cup of tea. The wine is all right and nice and strong, but the appetizers, barely a mouthful. Not a fan of tapas. And Mary, and why would you be? Small portions? Kind of thing, his concept is that.
That is not far.
Okay, Tristan. Okay, at least it's good to see him up and about. Elquist very tempted to sit down and start helping himself to the various delights on offer here, but refraining for now, not wanting to appear like a glutton, and certainly wants to mingle with the people. Who's this? Svanki Keeg. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly as you're walking by. His rough, calloused palms. Oh, taking Elquist by surprise. Oh, gosh. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Erastil. Of course, we're acquainted with Erastil at this point. Made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Svanki Keeg. Congratulations on your victory, he says in a deep voice. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Svanki Keeg, High Priest of Erastil in Restov. Ah, I see. Yes. It was an honour to meet you. Goodbye. I mean, a bit small. Many people in Rostov venerate Erastil. They revere many gods in Rostov. They pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the Stag Lord has the largest congregation here. And no wonder. People here have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. Oh, yes. Well, bringing law into these stolen lands is definitely a difficult endeavour. I suppose I would be grateful for any help you could spare. This is a truly noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with reasonable assistance. We will help you construct a shrine in your capital, free of charge. Ooh, a freebie. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't mind, I'll continue to mingle, he says as he rests his arm from the grip of this high priest. Honour to meet you. Till we meet again. Erastil keep you. He's a bit forward, isn't he? Right. Oh, a couple of more of our companions here. Just checking in. Hello there again. Ah, to victory, to freedom, bottoms up. Ah, yes. Try the eclairs. Eclairs. Not a big fresh cream fan, to be fair. Valerie, not one for high society. Let's go down there here, and then who we got now? We've got Hannes Drileth. This man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Oh, God. Baron Hannes Drileth, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. And you must be the Stag Lord Butcher. I'm sorry. I quite forgot your name. But you took out the Stag Lord and his gang, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations, I suppose. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbours now. Yes. Well, look quite like his tone, to be fair. But we can't quite resist. Yes, I defeated the Stag Lord to earn my Baron title. Baron Elquist. Just as you've forgotten my name. What exactly did you do to deserve your barony, out of interest? I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons. Of the likes of you and Van. Oh dear. Ooh, I probably won't go quite so far. But, yeah. Certainly not his biggest fan. Well, they're very excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Well, I must dash. Important people to speak to and all that. Am I? Yeah, doesn't even acknowledge, turns away. Keep an eye out for you, Hannes Drileth. Some more guests and, yeah, and harem. Who, of course, we're not talking to right now. Nor Jathal either. Ah, Lindsay, how's things? Pour up to the brim, so that, I must be drunk. I forgot the line. Oh, God. Right, Megavan. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn in an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of grey running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Yes. Let me introduce myself. I'm Megavan, the new ruler of Dunsward. Oh, Van. That other fellow mentioned Van, didn't he? He's been made a baron as well. Your neighbour to the east. So he's at the east, the other guy's on the west. Got a feeling we're going to be seeing quite a lot of these two. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. I see. Yes. How exactly did you earn your title of Baron, if I don't mind me asking? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Eldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I am the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Vanling Host. Have you heard of us? No? No matter. Vanling Host. Elquist hears that name, hears the fact that he's named his team, and thinks to himself instantly, perhaps we need to name our team. We shall be having words with Lindsay later, because she seems like the kind of person that would be quite witty when it comes to a name for Elquist's band of followers, aka you guys. Yeah? Natural one. I laugh, but it's so bloody true. We've done work for Jamandi before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. Yes, well... If you don't mind me asking, Magar, how do you feel about being a noble? Looks down at his rich clothes, clearly borrowed, of course. Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. Nods towards an arrogant man in the other corner of the room. See that lad? Baron Drileth. He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is? Didn't even shake my hand. You and me? We're like dirt beneath his boots. That's why the likes of us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye. Yes, well, I have spoken with this Drileth fella, and I didn't think much of him myself either, to be honest. But anyway, as for you, pleasure meeting you. I'm sure we'll speak again soon. Goodbye. Once you've settled in, come pay us a visit. Yeah, pop across, eh? Ah, Keston. Oh, heavily in drink. We'll leave him be. Ah, let's have a look. So this is Natala Sertova discussing something in a low voice, and then noticing Elquist just about to walk up to her, doing his rounds, breaks into a sugary sweet smile. You are not only tough, but quick, I hear. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. Is that a threat? While I can? Whatever do you mean? What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Eldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume? You see, they are preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. Well, what did I say, or what did Elquist say, or think at the very beginning? There was something obviously more to just being handed a barony on a plate, and there was something more political going on behind the scenes. Well, now we seem to have got to the crux of the matter, and not from Jamandi's own lips. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Restov to honour you. Well, I wouldn't count on even that, really. Oh, I see. And what would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy, the noble houses. The Eldori won't dare to rebel, knowing they will be immediately entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid a civil war, while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Castle. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Murphy, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. Good state of her. Old woman, giving us a slight bow. Oh, yes, I would be happy to help you establish relations with Brevoy. Well, if you take my leave, I will consider your proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. Okay, I think Elquist has done enough mingling. We've got some miserable sod, friendly neighbour from hell. We've got some mysterious lander fella who won't tell us which house he belongs to, but wants to be our envoy. A high priest who grabs you up, and we don't quite like her, but she seems to be speaking plain. So quite a lot of things going on here. A lot for Elquist to think about already. Indeed. But he certainly doesn't appreciate, you know, I wouldn't say being lied to. He wasn't lied to per se, but she was quite, you know, sparing with the full facts, wasn't she, old Jamandi? So that's not going to fare well if we have to make a decision, for example, which we may. I mean, I've got a feeling we are going to have to make a decision about which envoy we take, possibly, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So this is Iosif, the mayor of some such. Lord Mayor of Restov. Ah, that's him, yeah. Yeah. The two of them conjuring up some scheme. Elquist is not there. The more he sees it, the more he thinks, the less he's happy with these two here. Ah, well now, isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jamandi. You pulled this off quite cleverly. I confess I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxian wine against you. But I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Eldori have always been adept at finding new talent. Ah, yes, I don't believe we've formally been introduced. So it would seem. I am Iosif Selemius, Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbour, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. Okay, Lord Mayor to the north, we've got the west, we've got the east. Well, okay, we're getting a feel for our surroundings. I see. So how are things in Restov, Iosif? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Yes, trade prospers, the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Rogavia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing, and people are talking about the most shocking things. But those sorts of rumours aren't worthy of your attention. Most members of the house disappeared mysteriously in 4699 in an event called the Vanishing. They were ruthless rulers. With sword and flame was their motto. Okay. I see. So you rule Restov? What about the Eldori? Brevoy's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of Rosland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course, but may the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now, after the certain events that I probably don't need to name. Okay. The Eldori Sword Lords used to rule Rostland. We're still the largest landowners and main military force in the region, but it's not for nothing that Restov is called a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by their lineage, but by their own merits. Ah, yes. What are these events that you're talking of? That gives us a patronising smile, as if we wouldn't notice it. What's wrong with this man? Why, an inspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house Regavia. Can you imagine that? An old man coral conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. Coral the Conqueror. But once that exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. With the aid of fire-breathing dragons. What a strange event. Poof! All over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It is quite the mystery. But a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. May I, Joseph? Nice meeting you, but I must speak with Lady Jamandi. Please, wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organise and supply everything you need for the construction and spread out the cost on extremely favourable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favour. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? May I, Joseph? Of course, you must understand that I can't accept this offer so quickly. I must think on it. But thank you for your generosity. Oh, I can't accept it. No, I must have an answer now. Must you? Oh, I see. You must have one now, must you? Right, now let me see. Putting Elquist on the spot and making him feel very uncomfortable in front of Lady Jamandi. He's asking us this on the spot, expecting us to accept. Putting the pressure on, you know. How can we possibly turn this good offer down? Well, we flipping well can. Because Elquist is not happy with this situation. The more we speak with him, and I'm assuming the more we speak with her, the less we are liking the position with these two. And we certainly don't want to be indebted to people that we don't know, and to people that were, well, you know, a little bit footloose with the truth. Thank you kindly for the offer. I actually think I can't accept this offer. It's far too generous. I simply cannot accept it. Oh, it's your choice, of course. I just figured I'd mention it. Yes, well, we can change our mind if we get desperate. Well, yes, I of course will bear it in mind. If, of course, I change my mind, I shall come back and speak with you. But for now, of course, I just need to ponder a little bit on that. Yes, well, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Elquist, I assure you. I look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon. Dazzling successes. Oh, he's quite the talker, isn't he, this guy? Right. So let's... I'm not sure I don't want to speak to him, to be honest. He's obviously some lackey that she's thrust onto us. So do you know what? We won't speak with him, in fact.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Yes, well, just before we press on to the proceedings, Lady Jumandi, I thought I'd talk about the envoy that I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Won't he? We're actually going to take Chandra, I think. Lander, mysterious. Can't have mysteries going on. We need upfront truths. This guy? No. No, not happy with her either. No. Feels like we're being railroaded. It's rather presumptuous of her to thrust somebody in our path, you know. So, no, not liking that either. However, Chandra, she looks quite pliable. You know, old lady. Maybe we can do what we need to do with her. Keep her under the thumb kind of thing. But also, I mean, we've learnt the truth, or we're assuming it's the truth, and there's no reason to disbelieve it, from... What was her name again? I can't remember her name, but you know what I mean. The woman over there. She's told us the truth. So of all of the people that we've mingled with so far, if there was anybody that we were likely to trust at this point, it would be actually her. So, yeah. As Baron, of course, what, the old lady? Or maybe Elquist is not ageist. No lady too old for me. That harem comment, or spelling error, I think it was Shelley, on the Discord server, is probably not too far from the truth at the moment. Sorry to disappoint you, Lady Aldori, but actually, having mingled with all the guests present today, I think I will be taking Chandra Murphy as my envoy. Elquist saying with a smile, looking straight into Lady Aldori's face with his perception, waiting to see the slightest reaction to his words.
The emissary of House Sertova? Well, perhaps it's for the best. As they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yes, that is something I live my life by, Lady Jumandi. Rather unfortunately, she didn't give anything. She sounded disappointed, but her face didn't crack. He was hoping to get a glimpse of something to read, but she was very... disappointment certainly, but nothing too tangible in the reaction. Oh, she's a seasoned player. Don't play poker with her, whatever you do. Jesus. Right, well, now that piece of business is taken care of, I think I'm now ready for the ceremony.
Excellent. Stand here.
Oh, stand here. Oh, okay. Bloody hell. Chicken biryani. I think I'm having Caribbean. Something Caribbean. I can smell spices downstairs. It smells like Caribbean, either chicken curry or pork curry. That's what it smells like when it comes up. Let's see if I'm right, because I'm usually I'm very good with smells when it comes to food. Something could be cooking downstairs, and I'll walk down the stairs and I'll shout down to my mother. I say, "Oh, you're cooking so and so today? I can smell it." And she went, "Oh, how can you smell that?" I said, I can smell it. Different types of food. It definitely smells like Caribbean cooking. We'll see if I'm right. I'll be wrong now after saying that, won't I? Right. Here we go. Ceremony's about to begin. Oh, we've not even eaten yet. Not even had a flipping sip of wine. We
Lords and ladies,
keep level-headed.
Today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands.
3 people.
Baron Hannes Drileth, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Step forward.
No, it's stuck. Look at him striding forward. Oh, don't bend your...
On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov,
Got to bend the knee.
I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Baron Elquist the First. First of his name. Protector of the stolen lands.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Okay, capital of the new barony built in the place of his fort, which means that we probably won't get that chest after all that we left behind. Okay, is that supposed to be us? Greetings, Baron Elquist, greetings. Thank you. People bowing down to him. Oh, we can get used to this. We can get used to this, I tell you. Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here, to keep an eye on us, obviously. I am at your disposal. I am not one to bestow honours, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. I am here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital's citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. I wanted to check what difficulty the kingdom management was on. I'm hoping it's on easy. I'm not one for these kind of things in games, to be fair, but we'll see. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and to show you around the most important sites. Well, what do we want to see or know? Yes. What's the general mood of the people? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. I see. Are there any particular citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Jord is right here. Oh, yes, the cleric fella. Yes, well, Rastil's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems a peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd. So I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. I see. And where are my associates? They are all somewhere around here, but I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristian is with Jordan. You can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and turmoil. Yes. Well, seeing as I didn't quite enjoy the ceremony as much as I actually hoped, perhaps the first question is, Keston, where can I get a drink or three? It's time to properly toast my victory. Well, I'll make sure to show you that the moment we enter the city, the tavern was the first business that opened. Building a city is thirsty work, and I beg your forgiveness for my behaviour during your reception. I drank a little too much. It is a day for celebration, after all. Don't worry about it. I noticed Lindsay wasn't exactly sober, was she? Right, well then, Keston, I'm ready to look around the city. Lead the way. Indeed. Follow me, Your Grace. Okay. The guided tour of our new barony. People bowing wherever we go. Greetings, Your Grace. We are, well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. Very good, yes, very good. It's wet near the lake and windy up on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbours. Heads, though. Oh, ouch! Oh, there's been none of that happening around here. I take it you're joking. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. Yes, well, that's what I do best. Never fear when I'm here. Oh, I really should not hang around with Donphy for too long. His words are rubbing off on me. Do you recognise this place, Your Grace? It's where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not that it saved him in the end. Oh, I've got a cat fight going on in the background. Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. The heart of every town in its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Ah, yes, indeed we do. Ah, very good, yes. Greetings, Your Grace. I shall pop by later. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Ah, tavern? Yes, I shall bear that in mind. The tavern's ale is blessed by Caden Kalian himself, I swear. And the lady who owns it, a right gem. I've heard our Baron is tall as a troll, has hair of... Oh, that's all nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All Barons can breathe fire, trust me. See you later, Ollie. Oh, welcome, you. Oh, a bit of idle gossip. Get to work, bloody hellfire. Oh, of course, look at this, a scenic overview. They were our guards, by the way. You talk far too quickly, Keston. I'm trying to take it all in here. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see to its full extent from this perch. Is that Harrim? That looks like Harrim to me. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head to now. Oh, okay. Thank you. I mean, it looks a bit ramshackle at the moment, of course, but we'll get there. Welcome to your barony. Oh, God, this is what I'm dreading. I'm sure we'll get to grips with it quickly enough, but, oh, God. Right, let's have a look. You are about to make the unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. Or are we? Are we going to do that? I understand that you can kind of game over if you don't do this properly, right? Am I right in that or wrong? I'm sure I read that you could cock this up and end up with a game over situation. Could you imagine that if you never finished the game? There is a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, and take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, wealth for their treasury, and many other things. Okay. All very generic, but it sounds... they make it sound easy. So, now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room, where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map, depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Scout reports and other news. Okay, let us look at these things. Still dreaming of the tavern at the minute, and a couple of drinks. Can this not wait? Already this ruling malarkey is seeming far too arduous for someone as fancy-free as Elquist. it is good to see you, Your Grace. Chandra Murphy, the emissary of Natala Satova, greeting us with a bow. Let's dispense with the formalities and get straight to business. As emissary of the Royal House Satova, I am here to offer you advice. Make sure you don't do anything reckless. I hope my experience in diplomacy and policy will be of some aid as you make your first steps as a ruler of the barony. Barony effects. Community +6 loyalty, blah 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 blah. Okay, new event, trade agreement with Satova. Esvanki's offer. Pillage the Temple of the Elk. Rebuild the Temple of the Elk. Okay. So she looks quite, she looks like a seasoned lady. Wise. Elquist is quite happy with his choice here. And Elquist will certainly be a wine drinker. None of that beer ale nonsense. Leave that to the more uncouth types. Difficulty level of your barony. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. Okay, we're not going to go auto, of course. But I think we're going to go easy on this one. The main thing you should know is that the Baron can solve some of the problems by giving orders to their representatives and advisors. But there are some things you simply can't delegate. Issues of special import, such as complicated court hearings or serious threats to security, will demand your personal presence at the capital. Information about these kind of events will always appear on the map. Oh God. Yeah, the more people harp on about decision making and presiding over courts and things, Elquist is beginning already to think, hang on a second, what the hell have I gotten myself into? This is like the situation with the Academy all over again. Holy hell. The more autonomy we can get here and the more we can put our minions to use, the better. Remember that you should visit the capital personally at the beginning of each month. By tradition of Brevoy and most of the River Kingdoms, it is then that rulers address the day's most important issues and receive visitors. Today you should choose candidates for the highest positions in the barony. It is not my place to offer my own thoughts in this. Ooh, exciting times. Right, okay. So, it is Caribbean pork and rice, as I thought it smelled like. Okay, so... Yeah, oh, it's got to be the Elquist. Yes, of course, Elquist is definitely the wine drinker. 100% certain. Okay, so we're picking candidates. Okay, we're fine. Your clerics, Jord and Tristian, were the first to ask for an audience. I shall leave you to your capable judgment. Be wise, and your rule shall be long and fruitful. Oh God, here we go. You mind, Jord? I'm having some pork right now. Can you be quiet? Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I am confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. Oh, he stumbled slightly. Oh, tripping over his robes, is he? Though, to be honest, that isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. I am disgusted with whoever could do this. That's a good point, Nagisa. Why on earth are we stood up? I'm sure this is ridiculous. People ambushing us at every turn. They need to learn their courtesies. And now there is a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital, rumoured by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence as at the Temple of the Elk. Right, okay. What exactly is this place? Where is it? Oh, very strange. Oh, he's right here. Was he always there, or did he just appear? I didn't see you there, Tristan. What the hell are you doing? Bald Hilltop. There is a bald hilltop not far from here. Bald? To the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. Yes, and this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristan and I felt something approaching. Something ominous. A presence? A sense of presence? The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Erasto. Well, yes, as soon as I am able and I have got my feet onto the table and my derriere perched on my throne and had time to process, I may just get there at some point. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. Well, see, fair enough, yes, anything to get rid of that dastardly bloody Aaron fella. I agree with Tristan. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with a dense... Oh, yes, George, I get the picture. It's your putrescence, wasn't it? Yes, I get it. What do you suggest we do? The curse will grow in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the Bald Hilltop and resolve this issue. We've got time on our hands, have we? Oh, excellent. I don't have to go rushing there now. For now, no. We only wait and prepare. Okay. The dreaded timer returns. So 1 month from now, we've got to put something in our diary to remind us. You to go to the Bald Hilltop. Right, okay. Right, excellent. Well, we beg your pardon, your Grace, for intervening with you, getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now. Yeah, well, yes, like a drink of wine. I've not even celebrated my bloody promotion. Yeah. Whoa! 1 day?
Retire.
Whoa, what the hell is happening here? There's so much happening. You're now between chapters. Right, okay. Hang on, let me get some food in my belly. The barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. Population, managed by the regent. Loyalty, by the councillor. Military, by the general. Okay. Economy, by the treasurer. Divine, by the high priest. Relations, by the grand diplomat. Stability, by the warden. Magic, by the magister. Culture, by the curator. And espionage, by the minister. quite cool. I was supposed to watch a tutorial on the kingdom management, completely forgot. So I will watch one at some point. Stats increase if your governance is successful, and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot, and your state will begin to crumble. Okay, interesting. I wonder how good a ruler Elquist is going to be. I should have brought a knife with me. So some of our companions can be governors, as well as citizens. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all of the characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Each advisor acts on their own ideology. You have their own opinions on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you may want to select characters whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Open the Advisor tab on the right side of the screen and click an empty slot and select a character to appoint them as an advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability of the appointed advisor. Okay, advisor cards. Advisors may address problems, opportunities and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave these positions vacant. Okay. Okay, first important question. We need a name. I always eat my dinner late. It's always it's usually no earlier than 8 p.m. Usually between 8 and 10 p.m. I have my dinner. Always eating late. Even when I'm going to go on holiday or anything, we always eat late. Elquist dung. How awful. Right, come on folks. Rack your brains. We need a name for Elquist's barony. It cannot be changed later in the game. So this has to be right from the start. Top Cliff? Right, okay. Kingdom of the Brish, the Reclaimed Lands. I quite liked Shelley's idea. But I'm going to tweak it slightly. Stagfall. Quite like that. Stag Lord's Fall. Stagfall. We'll call it Stagfall. Quite a nice name for a barony, I think. Yeah, we can put our stag helmet on when we want to chase people away. So there we go. Thank you for that, Shelley. Right, okay. Click your capital icon to open the settlement map. The capital. Oh, we'll give that a different name. Well, I'm assuming we can't name the capital per se, but choose it. Right, okay. Projects, rank up, economy, training, curses, other regions. Holy hell, stats. Oh, it's just all overwhelming. Overwhelming. So this is exactly where we were on the map. Okay, click your capital icon to open the settlement map. Okay, thank you. Shall we do that, or shall we look at these things first? Okay, or that one. Oh, Tuskdale Village. Nothing built. Community, loyalty. Tuskdale. What's that? What's Tuskdale? Stagfall, chaotic neutral. Okay, so what is this? What's this alignment? Is that the alignment of the city, or of the barony rather? Because obviously we're chaotic neutral. So community value 10. The community statistic represents the. Okay, so it's a barony alignment. Okay. So I'm assuming the barony alignment can be different to our alignment. Chaotic neutral's good though. We like that. We like it. A bit of chaos. Oh, so you can change the name of this. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Excellent. We'll change. We'll definitely. I don't like Tuskdale. No. How about Horndale? Stags have horns, right? Rather than tusks. Horndale. No, we'll find something else. Loyalty value. What provides 1 BP per... What the hell's BP? Purchase BP. Building points? Click on the feather. What feather? Oh. Oh! Okay, come on then. Something else then. We need to give our settlement a name rather than the barony. What? Come on. I'll just try and eating. Leeds. I'm going to go with my Calistria. This is called the Sacred Sting. Call the town waspish. Even if Elquist wanted to name anything to do with a flipping wasp, I override it. No chance. Right. We're going to continue the same theme of naming the obvious. Obviously, we called the barony Stagfall because the Stag Lord fell. We're going to name the town Topcliff because it's on top of a cliff. I think Elquist seems to be one for naming things the blatantly obvious. Perhaps not quite the creative charmer as Lindsay. If Lindsay was naming it, you know, something a bit more fancy, whereas Elquist was like, well, it's on top of a cliff, it's top cliff. I ain't got time for messing around with names. I can't. Who cares what it's called? What about the name of the baron? Oh, the Stagfall, the Stag Lord fell. Oh, okay, no problem. Henceforth, if we ever have to name anything else going forward, it will be named after the blatantly obvious. Right, okay, Topcliff it is. I quite like that name. I do. I really, actually, yeah. It's nice. It's nice. One thing I don't like is having to get my head around what the flipping hell is going on with all these different things. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 ranks in something. Military, barony's military prowess, defend against threats, economy, barony's productivity, relations. I'm going to have to read all this off camera. I may have to cut this session short to research all this rubbish. I say rubbish, you know what I mean, all this crap. Once I get into this, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just a lot to pick up at the minute. I don't think the stream's the right place to start trying to learn things. Number of villages. Every 3 villages acquired in your domain will enable you to upgrade one of them to the town level, provided that 6 or more slots are occupied. Okay. Alright, so we can get villages. Let's watch a tutorial together. Town. 3 or more towns. And at least 16 occupied building slots. Upgrade to city. And some number of cities. So, okay. Next interesting point then. Can we name all of these different villages and cities? Because that's a lot of things to name, if we can. I mean, it'd be cool if we could. Which means we've got to start getting a list of names on the Discord server or something going. If we can name all of the villages, towns and cities in the barony. Okay, so that's the stats. You can't do anything here other than just look at the stats. Or get BPs. Crisis points as well. We've got crisis points, we've got BP, which I'm thinking maybe building points. I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find that out in a second. And we've got the 10 stats. Okay. Okay, and then the 10 stats. Yep. Here, Topcliff. So that's the barony stats, and I'm assuming that this is Topcliff, or I don't know why there's a 0 building points. Oh, good educated guess. Nothing built yet. Enter Topcliff. Well, we won't enter Topcliff just yet, or should we? I don't know. Let's have a look at these things then. Events. No events just yet. We can skip days from here. We've got our little map. Projects. Trade agreement with... Okay, I don't want to start any events. I'm just reading these at the moment. But trade agreement with Sertova. Okay, our merchants will receive the right to establish a sizable trade post in the heart of New Stetven. Each city in the barony gains an extra +5 BP per week, 2 BP for each town, and 1 BP for each village. Choose an advisor to handle this event. Advisors will act according to their position in government, beliefs, and alignment. Choose wisely. So somebody would have to negotiate this trade agreement with Sertova. Okay. So I'm assuming then there's going to be a benefit to leveling up our companions, even the ones that we're not taking with us. So because then we'll allocate them skill points, like perception and stuff, which will be useful for this bit of the game. So I think we need to make sure that we level everyone up, even if we're not using them in the actual party. So a trade agreement with Satova. Okay, so certain events then cost BP as well, and requires a certain amount of days to solve. Is that because you didn't have enough time to do it? Or you finished before the 60 days? Can you finish the game in 60 days? I doubt it. Maybe. Esvanki's offer. He was the priest, right? The head priest. High priest, that's him, yeah. Spreading the Stag God's faith. He's going to build a shrine for free for us. So we're going to do that because, hey, freebies. You know what I mean? Can't turn down a freebie. So we will do that. It requires 7 days. Start project. Why? Because we've got no advisors. If we click advisors... Oh, God! Why am I clicking things? No, go away. I don't want to see that. Too many things. Go back to events quickly. Right, let's carry on. Bloody hellfire. It's overwhelming me. Pillage the Temple of the Elk. Plunder the Temple of the Elk and rob it of all remaining treasure. We ain't doing that. We're not plunderers. We ain't doing that. No chance. No chance at all. Especially if it's going to upset our potential cleric in the party, who I'm sure will grow to really enjoy and love, you know what I mean? He's going to heal us all, keep us up. He's going to be a damn sight more sprightly than Harrim ever was. By the way, Trista, I'm just going to defile and plunder this temple that you care so much about. You don't mind, do you? You'll still heal me, won't you, in the combat? Okay, might not do that one then. So you don't have, obviously you don't have to do these then. You can just pick which ones you want to do. Trade with Satova, I think, would be something we would be interested in. Obviously, this one too. Rebuild the Temple of the Elk, restoring it to its former glory, making it centre for Erastil's worship in the surrounding areas. I mean, we're not overly precious about Calistria, but you know, this seems quite a thing to do to keep the people happy. You know, keeping the people happy means less people knocking on our door with issues and problems, thus giving us more time to enjoy ourselves, I think, would be Elquist's thinking here. So we'll probably do that one. Well, I'm assuming, depending on how everything works. So yeah, 3 of the 4 we'll probably do. I think you'd probably pick one of the 2 of these. If you pick this one, it'd probably eliminate that one, maybe. Okay, so rank up. Nothing just yet. So we got projects, we got the stats, we got the building, we got cities and villages and stuff, building points, economy, training, curses, other things, none of which we have any of these at the moment, but these will come into effect. Region. Claim outskirts. Declare the outskirts a part of your kingdom. Bit of expansion. 14 days, 150 bill points. Elquist. Why is my portrait here? Is this something that I need to do? Personally? I did read somewhere that there are some things in the game that you would do as a solo character. We have to pick our advisors. Please don't tell me anymore, Cham. It's depressing as hell. Right, obviously I have to level some of these characters up, right? So, if we're picking advisors, from what we've got and what we know so far, then we'll do it. We'll have to do it. So let's do it. I'm assuming you can change your advisors at will. Right? I'm sure you can. Yeah, change your advisors at will. Donfia's portrait's a bit broken, yeah. The joys of custom portraits. Wonder if Donfia would actually make a good Magister. I think he probably would. Right, let's pick our team. Let's pick our team. So, there's 10 stats, right? So I'm guessing there's 10 advisor slots, or I got that wrong. Is the game just giving us half the advisors now, just to get us used to it, or what? Anyway, the Regent, basically, is almost like the second in command, isn't it? The Regent, you know, ensures the subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by their ruler, serves as a link between the Baron and the people. Probably the position of most importance, technically speaking. So we want somebody that we can trust, but somebody who's got an ear for this thing, you know. Ensures the complaints are heard, serves as a link. Community. Right. So who would we appoint to be our second in command? Who's this old? Who the hell's this old fella? Who's he? Who the hell is? I don't think have we come across this person who just randomly forced themselves upon us? Someone very loyal. You'll get more later in the game. Okay. The first person that actually springs to mind is bloody Lindsay. Your choices are limited. Oh, hang on. So certain people are only eligible for certain roles. So Valerie can be the regent. Octavia can be the regent. He can be the council. Oh right. Oh, she can be the counselor. He can be any of them. So what have we got? We got the what Keston? Why can't Keston be? Choose an advisor for this position. Ah, there we go. We do it this way. Right. So in terms of the regent, out of the 3 choices so far, it's got to be Valerie. I mean, she's trustworthy. She stuck by us from the very big. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. Sorry, I'm thinking. No, yes, she did. Valerie came with us from the start. Yes, she did. It was Harim and Jathar that didn't. So yeah, she's been with us from the start. She's been loyal. She's an honourable person. You know, the people will love that kind of stuff. You know, she'll be very good at listening to their concerns. You know, so we don't know Octavia, and certainly Donfia doesn't strike us as the kind of person that we should be putting in this position. To be fair, so I think it's a no-brainer. And what's this? This provides +2. The community statistic represents the barony's population. This statistic is governed by the regent, so +2 charisma. She's lawful as well. Yeah, makes perfect sense. That's an easy choice to make. Appoint an advisor to a public post. Well, we ain't done yet, game. We ain't done yet. No country, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm picking my council here. Don't bother me. Right, excellent. Regent Valerie. Welcome to the council. Right, who's next? Councillor. Deals with troubles of the common folk. Helps settle land disputes and agricultural matters. So a bit of mediating, an arbitrator. Ensures the citizens remain loyal. Another important position. I mean, they're all important positions in their own right, aren't they? So, who's best for that? Donvia, -6. Oh, a penalty for being a mercenary. It's a wisdom-driven position. The first person that springs to mind is Chandra, actually. You know, we have hired her for a specific purpose. She's knowledgeable, she's wise, she's probably loyal, because we've picked her as the envoy. So if we've picked her as the envoy, do some flipping envoying, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, it gives you a little thing there. I didn't read this before with Valerie. Chandra aims to make a profit whilst following the letter of the law. So she's out to make a profit. What, for the barony or for herself? Ooh. Ooh. Now, perhaps we wouldn't know that up front, but if she starts pulling any strokes on us, or we get wind of any sort of greediness, we might have to reconsider that position. So what does Valerie say? Valerie strives to follow the letter of the law. Right, okay. Or maybe that's just linked to alignment. Maybe it's a standard phrase for your alignment. Right, who's next? This is an easy decision. This has got to be Keston, right? Okay, General. The General is the highest ranking officer in the army of the barony and is responsible for watching the borders and protecting the realm. Again, Donfear, not the kind of person you would want protecting the realm. Rekonga, don't really know anything about him. And Mary, she doesn't strike me as a general. She's a bit rushing in, swiping a sword about. Not really who you would associate with a position of leadership when it comes to this kind of thing. But out of the three choices we got, she's kind of the best bet. So we'll reward her for the simple fact that she's cleaved and sliced many an enemy in two. She's killed by far the most things in the entire party. So if that's the basis of this choice at the moment, it's got to be that. She favours the direct approach. Oh, really? Okay, this is quite cool. I quite like this. The Treasurer. Keep the coffers of the barony full. Somebody trustworthy. We don't want any embezzlement going on here. Right? Yeah, she's the kind of leader that would lead by example. Look what I do. You do the same. I cleave these things in two. You bloody do the same thing. I mean, a little army of Vimiris wouldn't be too shoddy. So let's have a look here. We're gonna have to do without a treasurer. I'm not putting. Donfear is not a treasurer. I'd put him as the magister, not as the treasurer. The high priest. Harim. Harim is the high priest. Are you having a laugh? I don't want my congregation depressed and slitting their throats. That's spoiling it. Wait a bit on the treasurer. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's no spoiling required because he ain't been the treasurer. Even if it was detrimental to the kingdom, we won't be giving him a position of treasurer. So yeah, we're forced to do without. But yeah, Jodkavkan. Oh, it tells you also here, look. It tells you a little bit down here about how their personalities and how they might fit the position. But yeah, Harim, not touching him with a barge pole, mate. Does his best to solve problems without disrupting local traditions. We like the sound of that. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. Yeah, look at that nice little ragtag council. Yeah. She reminds me of somebody from a show or a film. I can't put my finger on it just yet. You remind me of someone. Okay, so we got one advisor slot spare. Game of yes! What's she called? Shame. That's her, yes. The Shame Woman. The Shame Woman. Obviously a bit older, but it's the headwear, I think. Or no, Orlana. Maybe Orlana. Yes, could be her. She actually looks like does look quite similar. Lady Elena. But yeah, I was thinking of the Shane woman initially, but now that you said Elena, because Elena used to have the same headdress too, didn't she? Yeah, she did. She looks more like Elena. You're right. Yeah, yeah. Mum of the daughter. Anyway. Let's hope she don't start bloody, you know, having us parade naked around the place and having fruit thrown at us. Right, okay, so there we go. We have appointed our council. Here's the map. Ooh, what do we do here? So we've got Top Cliff, Top Cat, we've got Shrike. What does that mean? Shrike Hills. Shrike Hills are named after the Shrike River, blah, 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 blah. You've already founded the only available settlement in the region, Top Cliff. Region upgrades not yet available. Resources. You're not claimed any resources in this region yet. So we've got the Shrike Hills. We've got the Silver Step. Not claimed. So we've claimed the Shrike Hills. We've got a settlement here. Silver Step. Not claimed yet. South Nile Marches. Not claimed. Thousand Voices. Tours of Livingness. Varnhold. Diurnal Marches. Who wants them? Sounds horrendous. Dunsward. Oh my god, how many flipping places are there? Glenbon. The Camlands. The North Nile Marches. The outskirts. Pitax. Some of these places have already got rulers, right? Like Pitax has got a ruler. This gives me a sense of some kind of total war situation where we're going to start conquering places. Shrike Hills, okay. We can see all of the different areas. Where the hell's Pitax? Glenborn, oh there. It's massive. Holy hell. So this is where the length of the game comes into effect, I suppose. Right, okay. So what do we do? What do we do? I'm a bit at a loss now. We can enter Topcliffe, right? Oh, we're still going on here. Still going on with lots of stuff. Constructing buildings. Okay, so you may construct buildings to increase your barony stats. Each building has a cost in BP and a construction time. You may construct several buildings simultaneously. To start construction, select a building you need from the list. Place it into an empty slot. Buildings may provide special bonuses if you meet certain conditions. Most commonly, two buildings will stand close together to grant the bonus. Make sure you use this feature for your full benefit when planning something. Some buildings can be placed only in designated spots or areas. Okay. Demolish a building to get rid of it and recover half of the resources you spent on construction. For to move a building, you have to demolish the old one and construct it in the new desired slot for half the price. Okay, a barracks, a brewery, a dance hall, a granary, a herbalist house, a longhouse, a lumberyard, a monument, some piers, a shop, a shrine, a smithy, a tavern, a watchtower, a windmill, a wooden wall. Use your money for BP. Gold is easy to come by. Build. Right. View. Build. View. Build. Stats. Value. What's this now? Not 0 plus 10. Right. Purchase BP for cash. Settlement stats. Building constructed. Village. Expanding and building things makes this bigger eventually. 0 out of 10. Is that slots? Have we got 10 building slots to use here? Yeah, we've got 10 building slots. Right. Okay. Excellent. It seems quite intuitive. So Claiming new regions! And Nagisa, you are completely correct. Once I've gone through all of this little tutorial thing, I'm going to actually end the session. It's going to end up being a shorter stream, but I want to properly research this stuff. So I hate not knowing what I'm doing. You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Okay. Open the regions tab on the right side of the screen. Select the relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony's stats and found settlements in the new lands. Here's what you must do to claim a new region. Meet special regional conditions. Complete a quest or reach a certain rank in one of the stats. Collect sufficient BP for the claim. Find an unoccupied advisor who can take charge of the claim. As soon as you start the Kingdom project to claim a region, time will automatically speed up for the next 14 days, the time it takes for you and your advisor to claim the region. After new territory is claimed and annexed to your domain, the boundaries of the state will change and you will receive all the bonuses granted by the claimed region. Okay. So a bit of expansion. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's where we do it here? Yeah. So you can do it from this screen here. I think we got a project to claim the outskirts. Right, okay, so we've got events, which were down here but now gone. Strangely. Purchase BP, right, okay. Oh no, projects, right. We can pick a project. So if we were to pick a project, for example, we could now get an advisor to go to that project, I'm assuming. No candidates are available for this position. Oh, maybe because we've not got enough points. What's the next one? Aha, yes, aha! So choose an advisor for this position. Only the one advisor available. Perfect! Off your tootle. So, sending Jodkavkan off, the High Priest, to speak with another High Priest to get a shrine built of Erastil. It sounds perfect to me, doesn't it? A match made in heaven. Let's start a project. 7 days. Will he speed time up? No. But he's off. He's gone. He's out of here. Trade. We need probably the money person, the treasurer, to do this. We don't have a treasurer available, so that'll have to wait. And again, temple. He's busy. He can come back once he's got one temple sorted here, and then can go to another temple. Man of temple building. Okay, so we've got the projects. So we've done the projects that we can possibly do. We've got the advisors in position. I'm supposing the next task would be to start building. To start building, right? We can skip days. So if I want to just potter about the map, can I not leave? How do I leave this situation? I mean, there's a big cross up here. Can I just like shut this all down and have a wander around the map, visiting places? Events, projects, right. We can't do any of these things, right? Economy, training, curses, other regions, claim the outskirts, advisors, map. Oh yeah, so if you go explore it will count too. So I'm assuming that if we click this X. Oh, I'm back in the world, I'm back again. Oh, thank the heavens. So that's just a kingdom management screen, which. So how do we get back to the kingdom management screen? How do we get back to that? Manage kingdom affairs. There we go, the map. Sort your kingdom management out and go exploring. Right, okay, okay, okay. Excellent, excellent. Right, give me a second.
How may I serve you, your grace?
Right, okay, so what the plan is for the rest of the session then is we're going to speak with other people again. And we're going to explore the barony outside. And then off camera I'm going to obviously see what I can do to get my head around this kingdom management. And it's going to probably involve getting a notebook out and just taking a few little tips and hints down. Obviously keep it as spoiler free as possible, but just the mechanics of it and then just help get my head around what's going on. Just want to check the options for kingdom management. It's on normal. Affects the difficulty of kingdom management. In auto mode, the kingdom is managed without the player's preparation. What is the difference in the kingdom management difficulties? Do anybody know the specifics of what makes it more difficult? Is it the amount of points you get? Is it what's the difference between normal and easy? I will probably make a decision on what difficulty I'm going to use here once I understand it a bit better, to be fair. It's on normal for now, which is, I suppose, is fine. Because actually, as much as I thought to myself initially, well, I don't think I can be asked with any of this, actually, I think it's actually quite interesting. Anyway, I'm interested to speak to this person. Ah, there's the portrait. Difficult level affects events directly. On easy levels, the difficulty of the event is lowered by 2. Hard level increases it by 2. So again, by having it normal, it's just kind of the base level. Okay. Well, I selected the difficulty across the entire game so far of everything being normal. So normal, crits normal, everything normal. Difficulty of enemies normal. Everything is a level playing field. So, I suppose kingdom management, if the difficulty just changes the stats a little bit, then I'll probably just keep it on normal. It seems reasonable. Right, so this man standing before you, who we don't recognise, hence why we're speaking with him, resembles an elf, but a very old one. His face is wrinkled, and his beard is as white as mountain snow. The man seems to be complete... Oh, this is the blind fella that the Keston was talking about. He stares past us with unseeing eyes. He seems to be consumed in his thoughts. He mutters a soft melody, swaying back and forth slightly to its rhythm. The man shudders briefly and stops singing. His mouth opens and closes a few times, bringing to mind a fish brought ashore. Ah, who is there? Is that you, your grace? Yes, it is, actually. Baron Elquist, at your service. Who are you? I am an elf from Kyonine. Oh, a fellow elf from the homelands. My name is not important. I am the storyteller, collector of stories. I collect unknown legends of ancient times. Long ago, I was a smith in Kyonine. The fire of the forge has burned out my eyes, but I am grateful for it. If I could see, I would yet forge suits of armor for Iodara's guards. Instead, I have stepped on the path of an adventurer and gatherer of ancient legends. The man ponders slightly for a moment. Many people... Oh, God, Elquist, what the hell have I got here? Many peoples are long dead, their homes crumbled to dust, their bodies turned to ash. Only legends can still tell us of their triumphs and defeats, their joys and fears. I would be so interested to hear the stories told about us after our demise. I have always been drawn to the stolen lands, don't interrupt me, where countless expeditions, armies, and even kingdoms have met their untimely ends. When I learned of a new barony being founded in the heart of these lands, I knew I wanted to be part of its story. So I made the journey here. God, I dare not ask any more questions. Oh, Elquist, don't do it. Elquist, we're very busy. Would you care to trade stories with... One line at a time. One question at a time. One question per week, I think. This is more fitting, though. You seem like a very wise man. You are here already in my court. Would you like to serve me in matters of state? Oh, well, thank you for your words. I am unlikely to be able to interpret the intricacies of the political world or the affairs of the treasury, but my advice regarding the magic of the arts would be useful to any ruler. Aha, a magister maybe. Okay, we'll try one more question. We'll see how long he harps on for. And given that we're half elf, I suppose, would we ask this question? He would probably know this, right? He would know about his elven heritage and the fact that elves age after a very long time. Although he's obviously half and half, so although he ages slower than humans, he ages quicker than elves. How could you tell it was me? You can't seem... Well, we would... Yeah, how could you tell? It was a smell. Ah, it is not so hard to recognize a ruler by the way he walks. No one in here steps as confidently as you, your grace. Ah, I see. Well, he seems not to be harping on so much. We'll chance it. Would you care to trade some stories? I have a bit of time. My subjects, my companions will soon be bringing me some wine. We can share a goblet or two. I am a collector, not a trader. If I share a story with you, you receive the power to pass it further, changing or embellishing it, whether willingly or not. Can I be certain you will keep my stories intact in their absolute purity? No, I do not think so. At least not yet. These legends are the most precious valuables of this world, the last remnants of ancient tribes. They are beacons illuminating the way to the past, allowing us to meet generations long gone. I cannot let their light fade. The path to the past must not be lost. Well, in that case, I shall... but I can offer you a deal. Don't be so hasty, Your Grace. If on your journeys you discover items that come from eras past, bring them to me. And if my eyes can see the stories that these relics hold, I will gladly share them with you. Oh, I might actually have... And if you find all the pieces of any ancient artifacts, I can even recall my smithing skills to unite them and restore their power. Oh God! I knocked my microphone in horror here. This poor Elquist here. Right, excellent. So we can give him the ancient stuff and the stuff to craft stuff. But how do we give them to him? Okay, very good. Yeah, so how do we give them to him? There's no option to trade. I'll leave your legends till we meet again. The unseeing eye. So how do we... Yeah, how do we give him the stuff? Or maybe we have to have it in our inventory before we can give it to him. Let's have a look. Let's go to our stash. Because we've got loads of stuff. Those ancient coins, the Cyclops coins, the Roslandic coins. We've got crap tons of them, right? So let's just take a couple. And there's also some other stuff as well, like these Restovic Inquisitor stuff. Also, scorched fragments of a necklace. Taldad Warrior's dog tags. Also, maybe tokens of the Dryad. Let's take one of them. Take a dog tag or something. Take all of them. Okay. Take them all! You want to speak to him more than once? My God, man, are you crazy? Okay, that's a quest item, actually, so we'll take that back. These are those Restovic things. These are scorched fragments of a necklace, of which I don't have all the bits yet, I don't believe. But we'll take everything. Okay, there we go. Are we going to become rich beyond our wildest imaginings? Oh, I mean, maybe so. Your Grace, my stories are calling for you. Have you come to answer their call? Yeah, well, yes, I've just gone to my stash just up over my throne, and I happen to have found some relics. Any of these worthy of the story? No, we don't want a story. Are any of these worthy of money? That's what we want. How interesting. May I, Your Grace? Yes. Whoa! A coin from a non-existent country, yes. When Coral the Conqueror, on his big dragon-breathing fire, as we've learned, mastered Rostland, having claimed it for Brevoy, he prohibited the issuance and use of such coins. Both ordinary folk and the Aldori sword lords were required to use new coins, decorated with Coral's profile. But no one was quick to be rid of these prohibited coins. Oh no. In many houses they still store boxes and hold chests of such coins, waiting for the day when Rostland declares its independence. That can't be 2,400 for one coin. That's got to be for all of them, surely. I mean, I'm hoping it is for each coin, because we're going to be rich. Nah, it's for all of them. Ah, damn it, too easy. Ooh. And what is this? I hear the voices of trees, smell the scent of fresh leaves. A Dryad mark, is it not? I would be happy to purchase it from you. Yes, of course. Elquist, like, yeah, give me more of them lovely coins. Ooh, look at this. What was the name of that Coloran ruler who issued this coin? Does anyone remember now? What did the Cyclops use it to purchase? Food, books, weapons? Perhaps someone's life or their freedom? Who can say? Its history was erased by the Earthfall, but I will buy it from you for significantly more than it was worth at its own time. The Cataclysmic Event. So I read about this because this had something to do with the elves. I think the elves were the ones that the elves went into like a portal thing to survive and survived, and they came out of the portal thing and founded Kyanine. Something like that. I vaguely remember this from doing my background reading for Elquist. Okay. Oh, and the dog tags too. Yes. A soldier does not ask where the banners of war are headed. He or she goes to battle, dies, and leaves it to others to decide whether the cause was just. This tag belonged to one of the many warriors who helped establish the glory of the Taldan Empire. If you would permit me, I would gladly purchase it from you. Ah! The belongings of brave heroes who performed their feats here before you. I sense you would be interested to hear their story. Yes, these lands took many lives and spawned many legends. I can now tell you of a distant expedition undertaken by a group of brevic heroes to a place known as the Drowned Trees. I would be happy to trade the whole set of items for their story. Can you hear it calling to us? Let us hurry. As much as Elquist would probably love to dash, he did mention that he could craft something. Is this what we can? Is this what he can? Can we? Well, I don't know actually. If we could craft anything from these, I don't think this is a craftable thing. But hellfire, my God, man. Well. You don't seem to be answering my question. Do you wish to hear the story or not? Yeah, oh, fine. Well, I hear rowlocks creaking, river water splashing, bushes rustling and arrows singing through the air. I feel an invisible will, a cold resolution to finish what's been started no matter the cost. My chain armor clings to my body, and my young hands grip a sword tightly. I am the leader of a group of brave souls, set off to the stolen lands to clear them from bandits once and for all. We sail on a large freight boat. It serves as bait for the bandits who keep throwing themselves at it only to find death, a death as inglorious as the life they've lived. From time to time, we've managed to capture a prisoner. While our Inquisitor talks to them, I go to the stern. Shutting my ears to their cries, I remind myself that these are scum, drenched in blood to the elbow. I think upon our cause, freedom for my homeland, an independent Rustland. But still, my goosebumps rise with each pitiful cry. I must steel myself and be strong. Please continue, yes, please continue. No, I shall tell you who first was in the group. You need to know the whole story, don't you, Your Grace? A paladin, a ranger, a sorceress, a priest, an inquisitor, and me, a fighter. All experienced combatants. Over and over, we've saved each other's lives in times of need. Yes, and I shall also tell you that the bandits attacking our boat are small fry. We're looking for their main lair, a place known as the Drowned Trees. We seek the leader of the bandits, an underwater monster named Dargut Droon, and we will not leave without his head. The land swarms with bandits, and we meet them more often than common merchants. You see, we started a rumor that the Aldori sword lords are using this boat to sneak treasures out of the country. Now half the gangs in the area are hunting us. Back to the story. At night it seems a whole army is attacking our boat. Far too many for us to fend off. But luckily we don't have to. While they battle monsters we summoned in a pitch-black magical darkness, we drink the potions we've prepared and dive under the water. The scum break into the hold, but instead of treasure, they find their final surprise. The work of a Restovic alchemist. A trap. A dozen barrels of highly explosive oils. We watch from a safe distance as the boat is blown to pieces in a deafening explosion. Everything has gone according to plan. The more who die here, the fewer we'll meet in the Drowned Trees. We march through the forest, then camp to regain our strength. The nest is close. Our Inquisitor discovered everything, even the location of their secret entrance. Today we rest. Tomorrow the Bandit King will draw his final breath. Shall we proceed on to the breath bit? No, first of all, I shall tell you about the secret entrance, which was an underwater path, winding along the swamp bottom. We had potions to breathe freely underwater, you see. We couldn't see beyond our outstretched arms in the muddy water, and there were plenty of traps along the way. But the Inquisitor learned all the signs that marked the safe passage. At least we believed she did. Well, when we get into the bandit camp, each of us is worth 24 in battle. Besides, we are well prepared. Chaos, confusion, and summoned monsters will be on our side, and fire. A lot of fire. I see, yes, I see, yes. We trudged through muddy waters. Suddenly, a giant log studded with blades falls from above. I managed to stagger back, but the paladin who walked alongside me now is a gory sight, spread thin across the ground. Oh dear. The next moment a monstrous creature emerges from the darkness, a twisted cross between a fish and monkey. Its clawed hand reaches out, effortlessly melting away the Inquisitor's flesh, then ripping out her heart. This is the king of the bandits, Dargut Droon. The bandit we captured did not lie, but the secret passage he spoke of led right into the underwater lair of his master. I bury my terror deep in my soul. There was no time for weakness. There were only 4 of us left, and we are grasping for air by the time the freak's lifeblood stains the water. We leave the beheaded body on dry land, then retreat and recover. Only now I allow my hands to tremble, my breath to race, unbidden, my tears to flow. Oh, yes, the monster. They say he was once a normal human, but he offended a powerful fae. She cursed him, turning him into a monster, but one bestowed with the ability to breathe underwater and melt human flesh with his touch. With these powers, he became the Bandit King. Did you find anything useful in the lair after all that? Oh, yes, the Bandit King was a true collector of magical items. We lost 2 of our friends, but what we found there would help us finish what we started. The next night, we return the same way. We swim up to the surface and quietly gather our bearings. Above us loom the drowned trees, enormous dead trunks emerging from the water, bridges crisscrossing their branches. The air is filled with the sounds of battle. Having lost their king, the bandits now battle each other for power, and we are ready to join the fight. We leave at dawn. Behind us, smoke rises up to the sky. The bandit nest smoulders and blazes. Only 2 of us remain, the priest and I. We've won, but this victory tastes of ash, cinders, and swamp ooze. I ask him, "Tell me, Esvanki, was it worth it?" He puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Yes, Jamandi. Now the stolen lands will be ours." I wish I believed him. That's not the same Esvanki we spoke to before, is it? The priest, the high priest fella. It's got to be. Priest, Esvanki. Oh, hang on, yeah. Thus the expedition to the drowned trees came to an end. I must admit, it was no easy feeling for me to stand in the place of this daring woman. The steel of her soul was colder than ice. Oh, wait a second, I recognize the names here. Is this the story of Jamandi Aldori? Was she still alive? Some people become legends in their own lifetime. Jamandi has performed many glorious feats, and there may yet be more ahead. Ooh. Well, after all that, I'm actually I'm quite happy we listened to the storyteller. That's quite cool. If Jamandi has cleared the stolen lands of bandits, why must we do it all over again? The death of Dargut Droon and destruction of the drowned trees weakened the bandits, but not for long. The paladin who died was a noble. It was he who was supposed to claim the stolen lands and send in his troops, while Jamandi sought another candidate or a priest capable of performing a resurrection ritual. A new bandit leader emerged in the destroyed fortress on the banks of the Tusk Water. Within the year, the stolen lands were swarming with gangs once more. Well, thank you for the story, storyteller. If I find anything else on my travels, I'll be sure to bring them when I have several hours to spare. Ah, very good, very good. Your stories are amazing. Could you tell me one of your stories again? Okay, let's see what you can do with this shards of an artifact. We've got this. I think this is the reference to the necklace thing. Did you want to hear another story? I think we'll pass. I'll be a bit parched. We want us wine. Bloody hell. May I? Oh, hang on, we might not be done yet. Elquist, why are you doing this to yourself? Oh, this scorched piece of metal is a part of a curious artifact known as the Necklace of Double Crosses. Inside it I sense a story of many deeds. Not heroic, but low and maleficent. If you find all 7 of its fragments, I will be able to restore the artifact and recount its inglorious story. Oh, so until then, we're free. We're saved. Remember me should you find the rest of them. Right, well, thank you very much for your story. Till we meet again, storyteller. Till we meet again. He's like, oh, God. Oh. He's going to go and give all of his subordinates a royal ticking off. Why did you not come running over to save me when I was waving my arms furiously, as if to say, rescue me, make up something, official business is required, there's an urgent petition or anything to save me from this. No, to be fair, it was quite an intriguing, quite an intriguing story. Right, excellent. So there's the storyteller, and as a result of listening to his tales, we've been recompensed. You know, 15 grand. You know, if someone was to pay me, and I think we were down to 4,000 at the time, so if someone was to pay me, you know, £11,000 to listen to a few stories, I'd listen intently. I'll listen all day if you want, mate. You chat away. Just give me that money. Right. Okay, so we need to put the necklace thing back because we need 7 parts, and we've got how many? I think 5. Might be too short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. After listening to him rattle on, we can speak with our companions and advisors, but I don't wish to have any more conversations, to be honest with you. So,
how may I serve you, Your Grace?
We'll have a look outside. Did you take notes? It'll be on the final exam. Okay. Well, we haven't yet talked to Valerie at all, even in camp. So we've got lots of talking to do, but the game is long. The game is long. We don't have to do all the talking in one go. And what's out here? Ooh! Private bed chambers. Jesus. Bed. Rest. We need to rest. This game is very long. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, a enchanted frail. What's in here? Personal. Another place for our personal stash. All slides will be on SharePoint. All right. Okay. So we're fatigued. So do you know what? After listening to all those tales, I want to go into the tavern. Can we actually physically go into the tavern? We were told about the tavern. Let's go have a explore of our barony. World map outside.
Hello, my savior. You asked if we'd meet again, and here I am. I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lord. And come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you.
Why am I getting like trappy vibes here? But you saw one of the options when we first stumbled across her. I think Elwyn, I don't know if we actually picked it or not, I can't remember. Elwyn commented on her beauty. You know, up front. Or could have at least. So he was definitely thinking it. And she's all very mysteriously saying, oh, come to my grove, come to my tree on your own. Yes, and I shall give you a nymph's reward. Phew, flipping hellfire, where do we sign up? Wait, I wish to ask you something. We ain't asking anything. We'll ask her in the flesh. I was happy to help. I shall see you soon in the verdant chambers. That seems a bit bloody... I did save you along with all your precious flowers and bushes. God, no. Happy to help. Of course we were. To the verdant chambers we must go. Old mossy ruins. There's an old tree.
So long. I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter's snow.
Right, this... Oh. Right. Holy hell. It's all kicking off, baby. Also, so we got Kingdom Quest, we got the Companion Quest, we got other Troll Trouble. Troll Trouble? Well, that gives the game away a bit, doesn't it? Oh, I don't like this suggestion, says Lindsay. If I were in the Baron's shoes, I'd definitely stock up on invisibility potions or some other means to avoid trouble. We've got many potions of Vanish, and we're a rogue. Slipping by any enemy to get to the nymph should be fine. 100% fine. Right, okay. I wonder if we can do that now. The last good barn fell apart. A replacement barn. So we've done that one. An ancient curse. 41 days. About a month before the curse gains its full power. Okay, right, excellent. Loyal servants. Yeah, we need to appoint a treasurer, but not yet. Fresh meat. Send someone to the warg for lunch. I wonder if the... Oh no, he's going to be a magic guy, isn't he? Okay, excellent. Mingle with the guests, we've done that. Commence official proceedings. Right, okay, so we've got nothing specific to do right now. Other than visit the nymph, really. I mean, should we tarry? Elquist wouldn't tarry at a time like this, I can quite assure you. Let me just put this down here for now. Oh, God's sake. Right, okay. So, you'll need to do some building work in your capital first. The tavern can wait, okay. Let's have a bit of a wander round first. See what's going on in the old barony before we even speak to any citizens. What the hell is this? Statue. This is a naked woman. This is obviously Elquist's commission. I want naked women statues in the middle of my barony. What? It's called art. Trust me. Harem. Yeah. So it's nice to see you, but it's clearly not. I mean, only you would be able to find... Oh, what's this? A quarterstaff that's enchanted. Your capital is different depending on your... Oh, really? Nice. We've got a notice board, we've got some guards, we've got harem looking out into the lovely scenery. And as I said, only here we'll be able to find something miserable to say about the glorious backdrop. Oh, we've got a building here. Tavia and Recogner. We'll catch up with those a little bit later. gallows in the market square. This is somebody's house. Is this somebody's house? Yeah, taking things out of somebody's house. Yeah. It's time to pay your taxes. Open that chest. It's got a sign. Is this not the town? It can't be a town. It's got a bloody bed in it. This has got to be somebody's house. It's your house. It's my house now. Taxes collected per... Yeah. We're a hands-on kind of baron. Right, we're just walking the perimeter for now. I just want to get... It's a rather large place, isn't it? Large area. As you would expect, really. Why expect anything less? The bigger the better. In fact, have we got a map? Oh, we got a map. Into the barn. Into the house. Into the house. Into the house. Area exit. There's Tristian. There's Valerie. Harim. Hasauf. Verdel. Zarchi. Elquist Commission. Who needs gallows in the centre of town when you can have a statue of art? Imagine Boris Johnson bursting. I'd set my dog on him. Quite happily. Horses, citizens, guards. Somebody else's house. Where's the barn? The barn was over here, right? Into the house? Where's the barn? That's the barn. These are all houses. Why can we go into these houses? It's bizarre. Capital Square. What a horrible thought. What an honour to meet you today, Your Grace. Is this this is the tavern, right? Oh, it's classed as a house. This is clearly the tavern. We found it, people. We found the tavern. Arsino. That is a name that you need to say carefully. Who the hell is this? A woman in rich gold-embroidered clothes greets you with a polite bow as we're just about to enter the tavern for the first time. Her eyes, the colour of molten gold, shine brightly in her dusky face. Elquist, initially about to probably give a curt remark, having got so close to his destination to be disturbed yet again, sees this beautiful woman and holds his tongue and smiles. Greetings, noble ruler of these lands. My name is Arsino. Is it? Oh dear, how unfortunate. I'm a messenger from the Temple of Abadar in Absalom, and I came here assuming the citizens of your young barony could use the services of a priest. Well, we've got priests already. What do we need competing priests for? Are we going to have a priest off? I see. You're an Aasimar, if I'm not mistaken, aren't you? I suppose it's easy to tell, isn't it? Yes, I am an Aasimar, though I'm not sure how or when the blood of Celestials appeared in my family. Well, among all my relatives and known ancestors, I'm the only one who inherited, well, this. I must admit, I'm glad this lot fell to me. It draws more attention to me, a useful trait for a priest who wishes to gather a congregation. Ah, I see. How did you come to be in my barony, out of interest? That's a long story. Oh, God. No, please, I've had enough stories. No, look, I'll just tell you a little bit, just please. I was born and raised in Absalom. but I saw little point in staying there. What's the purpose in promoting the faith of Abaddon in a city already so large and well developed? No, I was drawn to the backwater places where civilization was just beginning to emerge. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Got a bit of a cough. You want to join me in for a drink in the tavern? It'll soothe the throat. No, I'm fine. It gives me such joy to see the first stones of a new settlement being laid. Or to see wilderness that once harboured monsters and criminals become a safe and cosy home for people. I've devoted my life to my travels, choosing to visit places like your barony. Allow me to say, it's a place after my own heart. A city growing over the remains of a bandit lord's lair is exactly the sort of triumph of civilization Abaddon prescribes. I hope my skills as a priest will be of service to these lands and their denizens. Yes, they could be a help. Yes, the more clerics, the better, I suppose. That is precisely why I'm here. Aha, she sells things. Perfect. After she has almost coughed to death. Right. These are the same scrolls that Thingy has. Jod. Apart from... yeah, pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Device, yeah, just device. All that for a device scroll seller. Bloody hell. Right, if you don't mind, people, the Baron is entering the tavern. Nobody disturb me now, please. Elquist looking around in a state of shock. Where's the bar? Where's the hearth roaring? Where's the people? Where's the music? What kind of tavern is this? Clearly not operational just yet. It did say it was a house. It did say it was a house, but it had signs outside that had ale on it. It's fake news! Fake news, man! This is actually somebody's house. Flipping fake news! That's not the tavern. This has got signs outside. Look! It's got signs. Is that not a sign for a flipping tavern? What the hell is this? Where is it? Seriously, is there a tavern here? Is there a tavern here or what? He said there's a tavern. An elaborate plank. Plank? Elwyn is an elaborate plank, yes. I agree. Tristan, where's the bar? Tristan, tell me. Where's the bar? Another house. Chaotic kingdom. Yeah, chaotic indeed. What we'll do is we'll put random taverns signs on the house and watch the Baron make a fool of himself. It'll be hilarious. Oh dear. This is truly a chaotic realm and I love it. Right, who's next? Right, we've got Verdal. These are all sellers, so as much as we will... we won't ask for their backstories, but we will, in fact, at some point during our... as we get to know these vendors, we will ask these things. Press M. I pressed M to bring the map up. There's no taverns here, man. Into the house. Into the throne room. Into the house. Into the house. Into the house. The hell? I did this, Shelley. I did this, man. Where does it say tavern here? Is this? You missed one. What? Into the barn, into the house, into the throne room, into the house, into the... Oh! I thought that was a transition to the world map. Ah, bloody hell. For God's sake, man. God, this bloody realm. Oh, Lord, give me strength. I think that man's stories has addled our brain. Right, adamantine full plate, 18 grand. Wow, mithril full plate. Let's go with types. Okay, she's got a few weapons. Got some pretty decent armour. Only one set of decent armour, to be fair. And nothing else. Okay, maybe he'll get more stuff as we grow. Hasoof! Bless you. Dark-skinned, wiry man with weather-beaten face, happy smile, dressed luxuriously. His hair dark and moustache is neat and coiffured. Okay, see what you have, mate. I ain't got time to natter. I found the tavern, mate. I'm in a rush. The stratagem, a rapier. Okay, flail +2. Flame guard, tower Ooh, this looks like a decent shield for Valerie. 8 grand. It's probably worth it. Leather armor +2. Ooh, diadems and necklaces. And ooh, ring of protection +2. Ring of luck. Cord of stubborn fury. Ring of the beast king. Oh, yeah, look at that. Eyes of the eagle. That's a pair of glasses. I think Elquist needs that. Elquist needs a lot of stuff. Wand of Fireball. Ooh. Did we buy that other wand eventually? The wand of cold. Oh, we didn't buy it. The wand of fire Snowball. From what's his face's place? Oleg's. Scrolls of Hold Person would be very handy. Wand of Scorching Ray. Oh, I leveled up Donfear off camera as well. I forgot. I gave him Scorching Ray, I think, because he could get level 2 spell for the first time. Yeah, I think I gave him Scorching Ray. Dinosaur Bones. 99 dinosaur bones. Okay. Zarsi. Okay. Could you perhaps speak a bit more slowly? Oh dear. Oh, she's selling. Oh, she's selling. She's selling aggressive scrolls. Ooh, oh, and all of these are quite cheap. Scrolls of Fireball. Ooh, lap them up. Lap them up. Oh yeah, look at all this stuff. These are like mage wizardy spells rather than cleric spells. Scroll of Shield. Don't give that to the floating skull. Scroll of Sleep. Sleep's quite useful. Only affects 4 hit dice of creatures though. Right, okay. So we've got a bit of a feeling for some of the stuff we can buy. We'll probably have a look at some of that stuff in more detail off camera if we do indeed want to buy things with our fortune, although most of our fortune I think is going to be spent at this early point on our kingdom, possibly. I will not spend another penny until I get a feel for what's going on. Right, we're going to finish the session off because I think it's 10:30. Time has flown by. We've done a lot of learning today. Sell the bones to the elf storyteller for a profit. I don't reckon that's going to be possible. That'll be far too easy. To just buy all of those dinosaur bones and then go in there and sell them to him for a profit? That's got to be too easy. I could try it with one to test the theory, but that is surely not a thing. I'd be shocked if that is a thing. We've got I think there are maybe an item. There'll be an alchemical item or something you can combine with. They will serve a purpose, obviously. Okay, folks, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Spell components. Aha, yes. Makes sense. The tavern! Oh, now this looks more like a tavern. Please have good tavern music, please. Please have good tavern music. We'll listen and we'll judge. Every RPG that I've loved has had good tavern music. Elquist mingling with the commoners. Someone carved a bawdy poem about the origin of the name of the Stag Lord. Citizens dancing, enjoying themselves. Nice rug and crackling fire. This is what we were hoping for. The music isn't catching our attention just yet, but hey, at least it's got... Oh! It's old alcoholic Honorial back again. Oh, and Mary as well. Chilling out in the bar. Naturally. Oh, is this to the rooms? This reminds me of Godin's inn inspections. Ooh. Oh, Jathal? What are you doing here? Yeah, we ain't gonna nick anything from the tavern. I mean, it is technically our tavern, I suppose. We can take what we want, but... I hope you're paying rates, Jathal. Is there anything that...
Interesting.
Okay, we're taking that, though. Lost property. Lost property, I'm afraid. I'm stood right here, that's my axe. Don't argue with me, thank you very much. Clearly it's lost property. Belongs to the previous occupants of this room, I'm sure. I shall return it, if they come forward. Would we ask an undead elf lady with a scythe to pay? Yes, we would. A random elf lady with a scythe? Probably not. But one that we know? Yes, we would. Pay, now, Jathal. I wonder if there's a mod. There's... Ale. Cider. Mead. Port? Wine. Let's take port and wine. Let's take port and wine. Can we actually? We can't even drink these, can we? Really, to be fair, but we can of course roleplay that we've had a big glug of a hearty, full-bodied, sweet port before retiring to bed, can't we? Maybe I should join in to make it real, you know. Next stream, I'll have a big glass of port. Me and Elquist will share one together. Okay, I will say so far the inn music or the tavern music not capturing me. I was saying before I saw the port and wine, it'd be quite cool if we could mod in some tavern music, because I'd probably be quite interested if it was possible. I don't think it will be, to import some music from various games in the past. So there's a couple of Witcher tavern music tracks that I would import in, and the Friendly Arm Inn track from Baldur's Gate 2 springs to mind, and some of the tracks from Pillars of Eternity 2 were quite good. I'd put them all in as a bit of a medley. It'd be quite nice. The tavern music medley. This is quite nice though, I quite like this one. Right, Alina. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, see, great minds. Yeah, I like this one, yeah. Behind the inn's bar stands a young woman with curly red hair, a round face and rosy cheeks. She gives you a friendly smile, fixing her cap. We're all of the same mind. This is definitely the best one so far. It's nice of you to stop by, Your Grace. I'm Alina, the innkeeper. Ah, Alina. Nice place you run here, but next time I come in, could you see to the music a little bit? It's not quite up to my standards, apart from this bit of a medley that's playing. Anyway, tell me about yourself. Ah, I'd be happy to, Your Grace. I love to talk, especially about myself. Is that so? What is it? Where does the inn's name come from? Has it got a name? Has it got a name? What the hell's it got? I drew a beer mug on the door. The beer mugging. It's fitting. Stagfall, obvious name. Top Cliff, obvious name. Beer mugging. We serve beer in mugs. Beer mugging. You and me, Alina. We think alike. We like to name things. They're blatantly obvious. Excellent, excellent. You'll fit in well around me. Why did you decide to become an innkeeper? Oh, I was bored. Please don't get me wrong. I was fine at Father's farm, and I've got nothing but respect for farmers' work. But in our back country, you could go half a year without seeing one new face. No news, nothing happening. I've dreamed of working at an inn since I was a child. That's the kind of place where there's always lots of guests and stories. So where are you originally from? What land? Which family? I hail from the River Kingdoms. Artoum, to be precise. I'm from a farming family, just like about everybody from around there. There's more fertile land and pasture than anywhere in the River Kingdoms, except maybe Seven Arches. The folks who grow crops and tend cattle are well respected there, but at the same time, they live in constant danger. There's too many bad people. Too lazy to work all day, but don't mind taking other people's things. Oh, I see. Well, that's excellent, Alina. Excellent. Let's see what treats you have. Oh, she sells camping supplies. Right then, we got trout, we got meat, we got cider, we got ale, we got cheese, potatoes and fruits, nuts and veg, eggs, milk, flour, and camping supplies. Why is she not selling wine or port on the bar? What about when I've drunk this bottle of port and bottle of wine that I've nicked? What then? Music not cracking? And the alcohol selection? Unless, of course, you're saving it for me. Maybe. Right, okay. What's this? Let me... Bufo. A disgusting concoction with toad poison added in. What does it say about these? A dark coloured fortified wine. Local wine. Known for being particularly acerbic. She says the wine for you in this... Yeah, well... Okay, we'll let her off. We'll let her off then. Oh, no, wait, Honorial. Honorial, what are you doing here? Hey! You're the local baron now, right? Congratulations. The Stag Lord was a real bastard. It's a good thing you killed him. Sometimes justice still triumphs, right? For what it's worth, I've decided to move to the capital. Living at Oleg's is horribly boring. But here, look around. I can feel the rhythm of life. Indeed you can. And I don't need any companions right now. Thank you very much. Hello, kitty. Okay, so there... Ooh. Yeah, we'll leave all the people... Ooh, have we got... Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave all the stuff behind for now. Okay. Throne room, main square, tavern. Exit. Oh, so we can exit now to the world map? Let's try the exit. Yeah, we can. Yeah, look at that. So, yeah, as I said, we've got to start thinking about levelling up our companions that we're not using, if only to give them opportunities to be decent advisors. This is alright, this one here. Quite like this one. Quite like this one. We're getting there. We're getting there. Bye bye, Harim. Oh, so if we want to travel alone to see what's her face, old Nymphy, we're gonna have to sort our inventory out because we're gonna have to stick everything in the stash. Okay, right, we're gonna end the session here because there's a lot for me to think about. I need to sort out the kingdom management. And then in the next session, we will be taking Elquist to see the nymph. Now, I'm not sure what level or whether it's suitable now, but it would seem to be a suitable thing to do. We won't be leaving the nymph waiting. He's been invited to the Grove for a one-on-one conversation where she will show us a reward. So, yeah, that's where Elquist is running off to next. But I think, to finish the session, that's very far away. Really? Well, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. You think Elquist is going to dither? He's got the promise of a nymph waiting to give us a reward. Would Elquist travel the length and breadth of the place to meet her? Of course he flipping well would. Maybe even foolishly so. A wiser person, Elquist, this is not a good idea just yet. I don't think you should do it. No, I'm the Baron now. Don't tell me what I shouldn't be doing. Don't tell me a damn thing. You look after all this crap, put it in the stash, I'm gone. So we'll rest him up. We'll rest him up. Game autosave. Right, perfect. We're rested, we're recuperated, we're next to our personal stash where we can throw all of our crap. We might build something before we go, or look into that kind of situation. So we'll build something before we go, dash our stuff in the stash, and then we're going to dash out the doors. And we're hunting down Nymphy. Elquist is going to have to really... The only other alternative would be if there was somewhere to rest closer to the nymph than here. We could go with the entire party to the rest stop, then ditch them at the rest stop. But I don't know where it is, so we'll have to see. But Elquist is making a beeline for the nymph. Be on his head. But we're gonna have to equip him for the journey. So if he's off on his own, potions of vanish definitely would be most welcome, I think. No, I want to span the sentence. I'm not getting you. You're not going to say it once to me, Shally. Not once shall you say them words to me. Elquist will be so proficient in his travel, silky smooth. So yeah, it's going to be quite fun. So we're going to be able to see Elquist in operation on his own for the first time. Okay, that will be interesting. But anyway, yes. Finishing round about now, cup of tea and a Cadbury's cream egg await, whilst I now go away and look at some guides to kingdom management, just to get a bit of a better handle, because it does look rather interesting. He is a teenager in puberty. He's young. He's an adolescent. I mentioned it at the start. He's an adolescent. He is indeed. And, I mean, look at him. Look at him now. Child, big kid. But yes, I'm looking forward to the next session. I really am. It's going to be a stream. No, it's not. What day are we today? Tomorrow's Friday. I probably won't have time to record a session tomorrow because I'm cooking and going to a friend's house. But I will be present for a stream on Saturday. So between now and Saturday, I'm going to upskill on what I need to upskill on, so that on Saturday I will have a complete and utterly perfect plan so we can get cracking again with some adventuring. Today was a session of learning and tutorials and storytelling, but yeah, want to get back on that road again and start smashing things in the face and stabbing things with daggers. Be good fun. But yeah, plan for the rest of the week. Yes, tomorrow I'm off to my friends making a lovely soup, that sweet potato and chicken Thai soup with pancakes with maple syrup for afters. Saturday, staying in. And next week, I'm looking forward to next week, because next week I am doing half days at work. I'm working full day Monday, half days Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because it's Cheltenham Festival, you see. So I always watch the Cheltenham Festival. So half days every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday, off Saturday, off Sunday, off Monday, off Tuesday, off Wednesday, because my mum's having a hip operation on the 22nd. So I shall be Oh no, got that wrong. No, it's not next week. Sorry, it's the week after. Oh damn, gutted. Got my dates wrong. Have I? No, it is next week, right? What the hell am I doing? What the hell? No, it is next week. I'm correct. I am correct. It is next week. It's a Shetland Festival. And then the week after that, I'm off until the Thursday because Mum's having an operation. So I might have a bit of time while she's sleeping and resting. You know, next couple of weeks, I'm going to have time for some uploads. You'll probably get double sessions of stuff. Next game that I'm going to LP to replace Far Cry, because I'm not ready to start Three Kingdoms until I've actually upskilled on that a little bit, so that's going to take a little bit of time. As I say, about 1st of April for that. So between now and the 1st of April, I thought, what game could I play that's going to be relatively short enough to be able to finish it before the 1st of April? And the one thing that jumped out at me was the Outer Wilds DLC that I wanted to play, so I'm going to do that, play that as the next sort of game alongside this. It shouldn't take a massive amount of time. So that's next. And replacing Monkey Island will be Gran Turismo 7 when it comes, touchwood, next Tuesday, supposedly, this PlayStation. We'll see if that happens. So yeah, that's the plan for the next couple of weeks. But anyway, have a good evening, folks. Afternoon, wherever you are. And hopefully you can join me on Saturday evening, where, in addition to playing this, I will open my bottle of Bumbu rum for the first time, and I shall sample some with you. Alright? How about that? So, thank you for watching as always, and until next time, Elquist will see you soon.